After I graduated from high school, I was already over 18 years old. So the Air Force, first the Army. The Army was open for enlistment, to more boys to join the Army. I was already 18 years old. So all my friends and I said, okay, let's join the Army. I said, okay, let's join the Army. So all my friends at the Army was the Marble area was the first place where the enlistment was started. So we went over there. There's about 15 of us young boys went up to take the exam. So we went in there, took the written exam. I passed the written exam as one of the guys that passed the exam. Made pretty good score. So the next thing to do is to pass the physical exam. So all the guys, all my friends and I went out, lined up for physical exam. When I time for me to come to get my physical, I passed all my physical, but they put me on the scale. Guy says, I'm sorry, son, we cannot take you. You have to be at least 113 pounds. You're only 103. Oh, I cried. I actually cried because I'm only 103 pounds and all my friends already passed their physical exam and I couldn't make 113 pounds. Oh, I cried and I went home. I told my mom they won't take me because I'm too small and underweight. I said, oh my God. So I said, oh, so what can you do? So nothing I do. So I just laid around the house, helped my dad. Then a few months later, the Air Force opened for recruitment. So one of the guys, I don't remember who it was, he said, before you go to get your physical, eat a lot of bananas. Eat a lot of bananas. Because I was skinny, young, small guy. Eat a lot of bananas before you weigh in. So sure enough, time for me I took a test again, written exam, I passed it. So time for me to weigh in, I said, oh God. I went on and I said, okay. So I ate a lot of bananas. Believe it or not, I ate a lot of bananas. So I went in and I said, okay, please make me pass this. So I went on my way in and says, okay, you made it, 113. So I said, oh my God, there's 13 of us tomorrow made the Air Force. So we took basic training right here at Anderson Air Force Base. Believe it or not, 13 of us guys made it. I don't know how many guys took, but only 13 of us passed the physical and the exam and the physical that went to the Air Force. So we stayed here at Anderson. We took basic training at Anderson. We went to the firing range, right? Shoot the AR-15, the carbine, the 45 caliber pistol, and the machine guns. I made expert on all the guns, expert shooting. So out of the 15 that went, says 5 of you go to motor pool, maintenance, supply, and the 15 with high score in the weapons, it says you go into the security police. And I was only 5'6", and I weigh only 113 pounds. Says you go into the police department. So I said okay. And I went in there. I was the smallest guy in the whole when we stand in line for inspection, I was in the very end, the smallest guy in the group. But I said, okay, since I'm going to be a police officer, I'm going to make the best of it. So I went and studied to be a good police officer. So I made that my career. I stayed in the police officer 20 years at the police officer, security police. Then after I retired, I became a Guam police. I retired as a police colonel, a Guam police colonel then. I went to college, I went to police school. Yeah, I went to the police academy, and that's my career. At that time, they don't send any of the recruits to off-island for training for any of the technical school. They call it technical school, that either mechanic or any kind of school. They try to do it right here on island. Until later on, they were able to, I guess, they don't have enough money or whatever. So nobody goes to school off island. They try to do the school here on Guam. So after 10 cycle, see, I was one of the first cycle on Guam. So we went to school here. After 10 cycle of the police went to school on Guam. On the 11th cycle, they were able to send them to Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. But I took my basic training here. I put my security police training here at Anderson, and I stayed here at Anderson for the rest of the time until I was shipped up to South Carolina after 2 years on Guam. But all my training, my school, and the military I spent at Anderson Air Force Base.